Okay, here we have a realistic TRC 453. It's the 2824C PLL chip. I got it here on the desk. It has a strange issue concerning the volume. I have it plugged into a power supply right now. I have the bottom taken off, or top, whatever which way you want to look at it. And I have it hooked up to an antenna. And I'm just going to, here's the volume here, I'm just going to turn it on for a second. It's going to be pretty loud, so my apologies. That's very loud, and now that speaker is firing down, so you can imagine how loud that is. And by turning the volume, it makes no difference. I'm going to show you, just turn the volume fully up and fully down and off again. It's pretty noisy, sorry about that. So I was talking to a friend of mine, Ray Byrne from Ireland, and he says to check the ground on the volume switch. So I'm going to go in there and see what I can do, and see if I can resolve this issue. Back in a bit. Okay, just as luck would have it, I was checking for the volume ground, and of course it's hidden behind a vertical board there, so over here where the mic is to, we have a transistor. If I could point this out, the radio's turned off by the way, folks, so no worries. If I can point this out to you, it's right here. That pin right there. Get in there. That's not making connection. Now that's I think this is on the other side. If I'm correct, is a transistor, a trilated transistor. If I get right in there, you see there's movement there. So I'm going to solder that point there and see if we can get it to work. I'm hoping that's the issue. Okay, after checking over the circuit board, it really doesn't seem like there's anything in that area that is causing the problem, other than by me pushing down, I'm just cancelling out some sort of audio going to the speaker. But here's an interesting situation. Again, I apologize about the noise. There's no way I can turn it down. But it looks like the mode switch could be the trouble. Just listen to this. So I'm thinking it's probably the mode switch soldering. The soldering points might be bad, so I have to go in and take off this bezel now and go a bit deeper. Okay, one might think, including myself, that I'm way in over my head. Well, I'm in the deep water. Not over my head yet, but I do have the radio in a precarious situation. I have unsoldered the speaker, and I put an external speaker on it now. And unfortunately, the external speaker seems to be even a bit louder and clearer than the original speaker. So it looks like we do have down here, just by the volume button. This is upside down, I know, but if I could precariously show you, this is the band selector for sideband and AM, and it does look like the culprit. I'll turn it on for a second. That's loud. That's terribly loud. Lay that speaker flat. So I'm going to go into the back here. I don't have a very fine point soldering gun, sadly, and there's not a variable power. But this strips here obviously is the problem. I'm going to spray it first, and if that don't work, then I'm going to go in and try to solder all these points and see if I can make it better. Find out why it's making such a bad connection and making that noise. So here we go. Okay, I think we have the problem. at hand. I'm going to double check this, of course, but I'm just going to preemptively say I think I found the issue. This ground terminal here, let me get a pointer here, the radio's still on here. I'll turn the volume up a bit. It's back in full control here. It must have been this contact right here. It had very little solder on it, and so I dabbed that section, and I put solder here. I reflowed the solder here. I never put no more solder here, but I reflowed it here, and I reflowed here on the four corners. This one was certainly not touching, and why that one was causing the problem, I don't know, because you would think that they would all you know, work in conjunction as a ground. So we have it solved. Turn up the volume. I'm going to flip the switch here. Jiggling the switch and no problems. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Got lucky today. Appreciate you guys sticking around for this radio repair, and we'll catch you soon.